Hey, what's going on guys? Today we're going to be looking at a shoe from a brand that I've been wanting to try out for a while now. This is the Onitsuka Tiger Mexico 66 in the white and blue colorway. Now, these shoes retail for $100 even, and I'm going to be leaving a link down in the description if you guys want to check out the shoe for yourselves. We're going to be looking at the upper, the midsole and outsole, and lastly we're going to be seeing how these hold up on feet. So let's get into it. The upper is mostly made out of a leather and it has some suede touches. Leather is soft, but it does feel like decent quality for the price. On the toe we have a suede T-shaped toe cap and rubber toe cap just below that, both of which we're familiar with on many Adidas shoes. Moving up we have flat white laces. On the tongue we have a sewn on Onitsuka tiger patch. The tongue actually has a bit of padding behind it for that extra bit of comfort. Now we have no extra padding on the lining of these shoes. It definitely feels like they're staying true to that 1960s original way of building the shoe. On the side we have the Onitsuka stripes in blue and red, which are also the A6 stripes. At the rear we have the tiger lettering on a flap. It looks unfinished, but I really like it for its uniqueness. The heel cross is also very unique and cool looking. Onitsuka says it's for stability. Then underneath that we have another touch of suede. For the midsole we have a slim strip of EVA foam. Then we have a rubber outsole with a very unique tread pattern. It's a triangular pattern that covers the entirety of the bottom of the shoe. Unfortunately the insole is glued down and I was unable to remove it, but it seemed to be an EVA insole. Onitsuka Tiger also says that the shoe has an ortholite sock liner for moisture management. I did go true to size on these and they fit well for me, so I would say to go true to size. As I mentioned before, the lack of any real lining inside the shoe makes for a very raw and bare bones experience on feet. Because of this, I got quite a bit of heel slippage. I had to lace them up all the way to the top, and that helped a lot. These shoes feel and look very slim and sleek on feet, so if you have wide feet, these may not be the most suitable shoes for you. I would definitely try them on in person before buying them. Because the EVA midsole is so slim, it did little to cushion the heels. I feel like that's the theme with these shoes. Very slim, very bare bones. You get a lot of ground feel like with many other trainers, but more so with these. Personally though, I love this shoe. I really like that stripped down raw feeling of the shoe, and I like how slim they are. They look fantastic on feet, and because of the slimness and round toe box of the shoe, they remind me of the Wabaki from Tokyo Drift.
Wabaki. 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 Wabaki.
Like if the Wabaki was a sneaker. Overall, like I said, I really like this shoe. If it's good enough for Bruce Lee, it's good enough for me. Pretty crazy that this shoe was released back in 1966. At the time it was originally called the Limber Up Kawa BK, which is kind of a weird name, but we now know the shoe as the Tiger Mexico 66. I would definitely recommend this shoe if you're looking for some slim down shoes or you're just looking for some nice trainers. That's going to be it for the video, guys. Like and subscribe if you guys found the video helpful. Like I said, I'm going to be leaving a link down below if you guys want to check out the shoe for yourselves, and I'll see you guys in the next one.